go straight to what is happening in the Indian Parliament. The Indian government has cleared a bill that will make the practice of Muslim men uttering talaq 3 times for an instant divorce a criminal offence. The Muslim Women Bill comes from the recent Supreme Court verdict banning instant divorce. The bill proposes a 3-year jail term for guilty husbands. It will be introduced in the Parliament and the government intends to get the statute passed in the current winter session, which began today. The so-called triple talaq has been a very controversial issue in the last year, but also in the last years in Delhi. In fact, it allows Muslim men to pronounce the word talaq 3 times to get instant divorce. Of course, this has been heavily criticized by many associations, especially by women who, on purpose, who absolutely rightfully says that this is a too easy a practice and it can be definitely misused at the disadvantage of their voice, which is not heard in the divorce. A divorce needs obviously to be made on mutual consensus as much as possible. It cannot be one of the two in the couple to decide unilaterally to divorce. And on this, I am joined from the newsroom by our political editor, Kartikeya Sharma. Kartikeya, thank you very much for joining us. So, this is indeed a huge step forward. The triple talaq will be a criminal offence if the government succeeds in this path.
I think it will happen because, you know, what the court has done was it ensured that the triple talaq or talaq-e-biddat is not considered legal, but it did not criminalize it. Now, what the government felt was that since the court has taken a position and since it has not been criminalized, the practice continued. From that perspective, the government decided that they need to criminalize it, so in case a woman goes to the police station, then there can be a criminal action and that can work as a deterrent. So the cabinet has taken a decision, the draft has been cleared, it will be introduced in both the houses of the parliament, which is Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, and it will become the law, which means that if a woman goes to any police station saying that there has been talaq-e-biddat or triple talaq being pronounced on her, first of all, it will not be legal without any legal consequences. The husband will be booked, and secondly, there will be a penalty and a jail term. So that is the reason why cabinet has added the criminal provisions to it, or else the court has already taken a decision that's not legally binding.
Kartikeya, how does it happen when it comes to divorce for the Hindu religion?
See, it has nothing to do with Hindu religion, but the context is that the Hindu Personal Law Board got reformed in 50s and 60s and the steps could continuously take place. The problem was that any reform in any of the minority group was being seen from the community's perspective. It was not seen from the gender's perspective. The founding fathers of the Indian Constitution felt that since the country went through partition, let's not take any decision which would make minorities insecure. But now the time has changed, and that is why you have many cases, either the Parsi cases or the cases from the Muslim community, going to the Supreme Court. The political executive has failed and the judiciary is taking the call.